You suck! Cause you learn wrong. You wasted a lot of time trying to train your character's links, but still struggle to do that. But you don't even know what's the point and why you should try to learn them. When your opponent is wide open and you're absolutely sure he can't block, you don't need to start your combo by linking normals. You just do one normal and straight go for the special cancel and the rest of the combo. Main reason for doing links is to hit confirm. When your opponent is blocking and you're not sure if they're gonna keep blocking or not and you throw a normal, there is not enough time for you to react and decide if you should stop or cancel that to a special move and go for a combo. And the risk is life or death. Do a stupid move and now you are wide open for your opponent to beat the crap out of you. Here is where linking and hit confirm comes. You must learn your character's links to know what to throw at your opponent when they're blocking. You should learn their timing and always do those 2 or 3 moves, whether your opponent blocks it or not. But you must pay attention to the first move. If it hits the opponent, then cancel the second normal to a special move. If not, just stop at the second normal. This is called hit confirming and prevents you from doing stupid moves when your opponent is blocking. But how can you learn your character's links? How to practice them? I give you the best setting for training mode and best method on learning links without wasting time. Go to training mode and turn on the attack data. Then go to second page, put guard setting on after first hit, so if you screw your combos and links, dummy immediately blocks. And finally, put stun on no stun. I prefer it this way, because everybody gets stunned after just 2 combos. It's annoying when you try to practice. Now after your training environment is set, these are some important things that you need to know. Every attack has a startup animation and a recovery animation. Also, there are hit stun animations for your opponent, whether they block it or not. All these animations measured by frames per second. That number on your character's side shows your move's advantage on hit or block. For example, this is its advantage on hit, and this is advantage on block. These numbers are different throughout all characters and moves, and these are what determines a character's strength. Linking means connecting another move to your opponent after you recovered from doing your previous move. If your attack has enough advantage on hit and your character recovers faster than opponent when they are on hit stun animation, you can link another move. But how to know when you can do that? Instead of trial and error, use attack data. Try out each one of your moves to see what's their advantage on hit. If a move is +5, then it means you can link it to a move that has 5 frames or less startup animation. But how to know each move's startup animation? Unfortunately, the game itself doesn't give you that information, and you have to Google it for yourself. But don't worry that much, it's easy to find. I'll put a link in the description to find frame data easily. Now, when you see these numbers, don't panic. All you need is just startup animation, so you could know what moves can be linked into each other. For example, G's standing medium punch has 7 frames advantage on hit, so I can connect any move that has 7 frames or less startup animation. Now from all these moves, crouch medium punch is the most powerful one, and actually this is one of G's main links that you must always know and do it. If you look at these moves startups, you can see standing medium punch is also under 7 frames, so it can link into itself. But this is not a good link, because this move is not cancelable into any special move. This is one of the things you need to consider when you are learning your character's links. Your final normal on a link must be cancelable into special moves if you want to get a combo after it. I give you a little tip to guess each move's startup frame without going to frame data every single time. Light attacks are mostly around 3 to 5 frames. Every character has at least one 4-frame startup move, and a few characters have 1 or 2 3 frames. Medium moves are around 5 to 8 frames and heavy moves are around 8 to 10 frames. Now it's not 100%, but it's close enough. So when you find a move that is +5 on hit, you can be sure at least one of your light normals can be linked into it. Fortunately, SF6 training mode has a full frame data option that shows you everything you need to know, so you don't need to go anywhere outside of the game for frame data. Next thing you should consider is counter hit. When both players attack at the same time, the one who did it faster wins and gets a counter hit. There are other ways to get counter hit, but any game's tutorial explains it best. What you should know is that counter hit gives you 2 additional hit advantages, so a +5 on hit becomes +7 and so on. On counter hit, you can link moves that otherwise you would not be able to do, and some powerful combos come after counter hit links. If you have a problem to learn the timing of your moves, maybe you do them too fast or too slow, you can use the bar under the frames. It shows the timing of each move's recovery animation. For light links, just mash them right after each other. They connect. And for medium and heavy moves, learn the timing by looking at that bar. When it is empty, it's time to press your next button. If you can't time it right, when it's near to end, double tap your button. It helps you to get at least one of those taps at the right time. If up until this point, this video was helpful to you, please give it a like. It helps this video to spread to more people. But one last thing you need to know is that linking is not just for normals. You can link special moves into normals. And technically, most of the juggle combos are special to special links. What is most important is special to normal links. A lot of combos can be extended this way, and it's pretty common in many characters. So when you practice your normal moves hit advantage, do the same with your special moves to see if any one of them are useful for combos or not. After you mastered linking your moves, you need to know the combo system of a Street Fighter series to understand how it works. I already made a video that explains everything you need to know. You can click right here to see it. And if you have problem doing motion inputs and special cancels, I will make a video explaining every tips and tricks I know to do these moves on different controllers. When I make that video, I will put its link right here. I see you in these two videos. Until then, keep fighting.